Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's 12:30 on a Friday afternoon, which means we're here live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn for P2P Live, Australia's only employment and jobs market update that covers all of Australia. And I mean all of Australia. And today, I'm in the beautiful central west of New South Wales. I was coming out here anyway, and I thought, well, why not do live right here in Bathurst? And I'm actually on Mount Panorama. It's hard to see. I'll just step away. But the Mount Panorama sign is just down there below us, and the racetrack for the famous race is literally right behind us, and you can actually drive around it whenever you want. So we may very well experience having cars doing their own lap on Mount Panorama whilst we're here live. But the primary reason we're here is to talk about jobs and employment throughout Australia. My name's Mark Smith. I'm Group Managing Director of People2People in Australia and Frog Recruitment in New Zealand. We're jam-packed today. We're going to actually have our regular numbers focusing specifically on New South Wales Central West because I'm here, so we'll explore those numbers. We've got 3 jobs we have to fill today. We could get in touch with us this afternoon and you can start work on Monday. We've got an opportunity in Adelaide for a finance manager, so stay tuned for that. And we've also got the announcement of our Temp of the Month with Hannah from our Sydney team. She'll be joining us to make those announcements of this particular month's winners. So let's jump into the numbers. Now, a shout out to the Australian Bureau of Statistics for the fabulous work that they do in compiling these numbers and on specific regions throughout Australia. So we're focusing today on the Central West. So what we have on the screen here is actually the area that we're talking about. So right in the heart there is Orange. I'm in Bathurst, which is just to the east of there, Lithgow and the other regional centres throughout the Central West. So let's see, what is the employment market like in the Central West? You've got 114,000 people who are employed with a remarkable unemployment rate of 2.4%, which is fabulous. If we go to the next slide for us, Jacob, and here's the actual population or the of those who are working in the Central West. 79,000 people who are employed full-time. A further 14,000 are employed part-time. We've got 2,700 people who are unemployed. And then we've got a large proportion of people, 53,000, who are actually not in the labour force at all. So participation, particularly in the Central West, is very important. If we go to the next slide, we can actually see there the share of employment by industry. And what's great here is we can actually see the differences between New South Wales as a whole and the Central West. And not surprisingly, you can see at the top there, agriculture, forestry and fishing, 12% of the Central West is employed in that, whereas overall in the state, it's just over 2%. And you've got other areas there that are at the top: healthcare, so the local hospital in these regional centres, accommodation because of the tourism. We're within 3 hours of Sydney here. Education with the university here in Bathurst as well. Let's have a look at the growth. The growth sectors, though, if we go to the next slide for us. Thanks, Jacob. So employment and growth by industry. So in the last 5 years, I think the most interesting part here is the 3,000 people who, the additional growth in accommodation and food services. And I can see that Mark has made a comment on Facebook, and I should make a point that we can see all of your comments on Facebook, LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you do have any points there, and Mark, if you're looking for work, that's fabulous. All you need to do is get it. We'll make sure we put the contact details just in the comments there. Please put which state that you're in, and we'll put you in touch with our office to see if we can help you out there. The other of interest in this particular slide is retail trade, which was the biggest decline, and mining in the Central West. So it's agriculture, accommodation, and education were the top employers. So that's it for the numbers. It's a great area. Visit the Central West, and if you're looking for work, there seems to be plenty of opportunities in those specific sectors as well. Righto. So let's move on. We have 3 jobs to fill today. So Mark, thanks for your comment. We have 3 jobs that we need to fill today. Maybe these will be of interest to you. Let's jump into those now, Jacob. Fill Job Friday. We got 3 jobs to fill today. Here's the first one. It's a receptionist job. It's in Sydney. It's paying $30 to $35 an hour. It's working for a finance institution. It's for 2 months, but there is the possibility to extend. You need to be an experienced corporate receptionist for this particular one. You need to get in touch with Alia from our Sydney team. Her details are on the screen there. Alia at people2people or 82709722. If you'd like to apply, the links are in the comments, so you can jump on those. And if you can apply with Vply, so if you're on the bus or somewhere just looking on your phone and you think, well, I don't have my CV with me, you can use Vply and you can apply just with a video message. Here's the next job that we have. It's a retail sales consultant. This is also in Sydney, $30 to $32 an hour. Georgia, actually, this is not in Sydney. I think this is in Brisbane. The slide there is wrong. It's actually based in Sydney. They're filling it this afternoon. Georgia Arnott from our Queensland team is working on this role as we speak. You'll be greeting customers in a retail environment. You've got to have previous sales experience as well. And there is some training, so you'll get that. 07 3118 0125 is the number for our Brisbane office. Jump onto that one. And here's the last one that we have. This one is in South Australia. It's paying $28 an hour. It's Ellis, who's our supply chain expert in our Adelaide team. Forklift driver and store person for a national manufacturing and distribution company in automotive parts, located in Regency Park there in Adelaide. Full-time position, but it's an immediate start, long-term role, this one. You could start on Monday. Give Ellis a call in Adelaide, 08 8317 4800. That's it. Fill Jobs Friday. Receptionist job in Sydney, a retail sales consultant in Brisbane, and a forklift driver store person in Adelaide. Lots of opportunities there. So let's now move on. We've got to announce this month's Temp of the Month, but to get us there, we've also got another opportunity in Adelaide for a finance manager. So play the video for us, Jacob, and then we'll have a chat to Hannah with the Temp of the Month.
Peter and Kathleen here from People2people in Adelaide. We are currently recruiting for an experienced finance manager to join the finance team of a global company within the logistics industry. This organisation is a solutions-focused logistics company with over 18,000 employees across the globe, and they lead the way in their industry.
This is a permanent full-time position located in their head office in Jepps Cross. The finance manager will be responsible for coaching and developing the small finance team. This role will have 5 direct reports, and some of the key responsibilities of the role include monthly, quarterly and end-of-year reporting, mentoring and support of the finance team whilst keeping them engaged and motivated, effectively build and maintain relationships with key stakeholders. This is an exciting opportunity that in return offers flexible work arrangements, on-site car parking and a salary of up to $125K plus super.
To read the full position description and learn more about the technical requirements, please click the link below or contact Kathleen or myself on the information below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.
Well, it is a little bit dreary here in the Central West in Bathurst, right here on Mount Panorama. What's the weather like in Sydney, Hannah?
It's actually surprisingly really good at the moment. So it's sunny, which is unusual because this morning it was miserable. It was pouring down with rain, but we've got some sunlight now, which looks great.
Yeah, so well, sunlight is the perfect thing for announcing this month's Temp of the Month. So over to you to let us know who's won throughout Australia.
All right, perfect. Well, for Brisbane, we've got Lynette Barker. Lynette has been an outstanding temp with us for some time now. Always shows determination while being a top performer and constantly smashing her KPIs. So Lynette is the winner for Brisbane. And then for Melbourne. So we've actually got 2 nominees for Melbourne. We've got Jo Zhu for being engaging, professional, and always providing great feedback. And then we also have Jessica Wellham for fitting into the team well and making a fantastic contribution to the firm. But the winner is Joe, so congratulations, Joe. And then for New Zealand, we've got Beth Condon for coming into the project at an extremely busy time, taking it all in her stride and quickly getting up to speed. So congratulations, Beth, the winner for New Zealand. For Parramatta, our winner is Ian Humphrey for being a thorough worker, having a bubbly personality, being easy to get along well with, and always showing initiative. So congratulations. And then for Sydney. So Sydney, we have Mervyn Rodriguez for being an outstanding temp since 2017. So well done, Mervyn. Hard worker and a really nice guy is what they've got here as well. So congratulations to all our temps of the month.
Wow, congratulations and fantastic to all the winners throughout Australia for really making us look good, making P2P look good as you're out there in the roles that you've got. So now I would not be doing my job, Hannah, if I didn't ask you, how is the market in Sydney right now, particularly for accounting temps?
Oh, definitely. Well, it's extremely busy at the moment. So if you're looking for work and you are open to temp and contract work, it is a great time to be looking now. So if you are looking for work, feel free to reach out to any of the consultants at P2P. We'll jump onto our website as well. But it is a very busy time right now. We definitely have plenty of vacancies we're trying to fill quickly. So yeah, great time to be looking for work.
So if somebody wanted to have a quick chat to you about the temp market, or maybe they're available immediately, how would they get in touch with you?
Oh yeah, definitely give me a call on 0282709722 or email me at hannahc@people2people.com.au and feel free to reach out if you are looking for work, and we can definitely get in touch with the right consultant for you and help you out.
Fantastic. Rightio. Well, thanks for joining us, Hannah. It's been great to have you on P2P Live. Sure, it won't be the last time. And congratulations again to all of the winners for Temp of the Month. So, right, we're nearly at the end of the broadcast, and we've got to cover off our Twitter poll. Here are the results of last week's. Do you job seek even when you're happily employed? So, are you open to opportunities? Well, about 40% of you are. And 40% are, yeah, I'm actively looking for work right now, even though I'm happily employed. And only 20%, so just 1 in 5 who, when you're happily employed, aren't considering opportunities or are actively looking. That is really interesting. And that's for those who are actually looking to employ right now, and a direct approach to potential candidates may be the way to go. Let's have a look at this week's Twitter poll. And you can actually answer these questions on all our socials, for Twitter specifically, at people2people, and there's a link to our Twitter account in the comments. So here's this week's poll. Since returning to work in the office in 2022, have you found the team atmosphere, how have you found the team atmosphere as compared to pre-COVID lockdowns? Well, it's the same. Nothing's changed. It's actually better or not as good as before. This would be really interesting to see what your thoughts are about this particular I know that this particular question, I know that in our particular office, it's very different. I'm not going to pass any judgments. I'll vote on Twitter, and you can see the results next week. So that's it, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for P2P Live on Friday afternoon, live from Mount Panorama. If you haven't been out to New South Wales Central West, get out here. It's a great place to visit. And I'll see you all again, same time, 12:30 for P2P Live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube next week. We'll see you then.